We simply want to say thank you. We have so much gratitude for all of the support that you guys have been giving us for so long. And thank you for your patience and your excitement and your inquiring about new music from us. You know, that keeps us focused there. So thank you, and we hope you guys love the new record, because we do.
Now, this should not take long. I want to talk about I just want to speak a little bit about Darkism from my point of view, not from Sister Rashida's point of view. And maybe before this session ends, she might show up. So, and we'll do it again, so so that she can give her point of view on what Darkism is, because I believe she coined the term Darkism. So I would like for her to bring us understanding on that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to take my time, because actually we did that little test earlier today, and that test lasted, because we started talking too, and that test lasted 3 hours. So I'm a little tired over that and have other things to do. But I put on the site that I was going to be here tonight, and we're going to talk. And feel free to comment, and you can join me in this box if you want. And the link is in the chat room there. You can come and join me. And so let's get this party started. We're not gonna be long. Okay, we're gonna talk about this later when I have Sister Rashida as a guest. But this is my thing about Darkism. Now, to me, Darkism is Darkism is like a car. Instead of talking about the car, you become a specialist about the tire. But it's part of the car. Darkism and colorism. Now, we could talk about Darkism and we could talk about colorism, these new words that we've come up with. When it's all said and done, it's racism. All these things come from racism. We need to talk about racism and the problems that racism caused. Instead of talking about the tire, we need to talk about the whole vehicle. To concentrate on the tire, you're not being effective, because really what you need to deal with is the car. So there are some of us, we make up these terms, and Darkism and colorism. But when it's all said and done, it's racism, people. It's racism going on 500 or more years. It's racism. All this comes from out of racism. So I don't know why we need to break it all up, colorism and Darkism, when the reality is just racism, period. That's the cause. That's what it has been for hundreds of years. Racism and colorism, these terms is new. And you can do that if you want to, but really they're not needed. And we have been dealing with this problem for a long, long time. It's racism. And I wish, and I would like for our sister to be here, because I would like to ask her, why is it necessary to talk about the tire when the problem is the whole car? The whole car is in disrepair, not just the tire. That's the question I would like to bring to her. Also, like I said, I'm not going to keep y'all long. This very quick here. Also, I would like to ask her, and this is not to say that to concentrate on this issue is not needed, because I am a victim of darkism. We know about that. We know about how growing up in this society as a dark-skinned person, we already know, and many of us, especially if we are dark-skinned people, we understand that there is an advantage being light-skinned. And there are those who are actually would be considered ugly, but what saves them simply because they have light skin. We know about these things. And this was way before a definition or a label or a term called darkism was created. There was no such thing as a darkism when I was growing up, but I was suffering it. I was a victim of it, or colorism. That was going on before these labels was coined. The only thing we knew about was racism, because that's what the problem is as a whole. And within racism, not only do you have to deal with the light-skinned person versus the dark-skinned person, but the elder person versus the younger person, the rich versus the poor, and so forth. Anything that the races could do in order to divide and keep the dark-skinned people in a divided, confused condition, that's what they done. Yes, sir, Olga. I'll be looking for that email. I will definitely respond. So way before these terms, we know that it's just racism, and that's what it is. I just would like to know, why is it necessary to separate the tire from the car when the problem is you got a problem with the whole car here? Now, also, my problem is not a problem, but I have a question. When we speak of darkism, there's a line. And see, this is the problem some people may find with the label or the term, is because what happens when okay, you want to bring positivity and a better treatment to those who are dark-skinned, but then what happens to those who are light-skinned people? Pretty soon, you get to the point, what are you going to do to stop the crossing of the line where now everybody is looking up to dark-skinned, and then our dark-skinned brothers and sisters begin to get left out? They begin to be looked upon as ugly. And it's more of an advantage to be a dark-skinned person than a light-skinned person. So what are we going to do to stop that, in order to stop that this line to be crossed? And I'm very sure that many times this is a concern from light-skinned persons. This is why we need to concentrate on racism, period. And this is why on this platform, I take us up out of race, period, and give us and direct us to just the respect of another brother and sister in the struggle, rather, and take away color. So I call us soul brothers and sisters, so that we don't concentrate on color. We concentrate more so on our similarities and what we have in common, rather than this color thing. So we can begin to look at ourselves just as people that are oppressed rather than, well, I'm a light-skinned person and oppressed and I'm a dark-skinned. No, we're going to get, we are the same. We're not going to concentrate on color. That is how you feed racism. If you concentrate on darkism, color, the only thing you're doing is basically you're feeding into that which caused the problem to begin with. Because now you're setting yourself up where now the light-skinned brothers and sisters have a problem with the dark-skinned brothers and sisters trying to give ourselves self-esteem. But then at the same time, what are we going to do to stop the lighter-skinned people? Then they begin to take the place of where we was. And the only way you can do that, you have to concentrate on the car instead of just the tire. I hope that you understand where I'm coming from with this. This is why I'm taking us up out of race and give you your soul back, give you your life, because it was this color thing that caused the problem to begin with. We have to come from up out of that. Talking about it, using the same terms and the labels that come from up out of racism, the only thing you're doing is feeding the fire. And I'm not, and I refuse to feed the fire. Now, again, I could continue this conversation if my sister Rashida was here, because I'm pretty sure she would have something to say on this. But from my position, the fight is with racism, and these other labels, colorism, darkism, they are not necessary. Because if you can destroy or hinder the influence of racism itself, there's no need for nothing else. Because these things are little. These things are the offshoots of the big boy. You handle the big boy and you've dealt with your problem. So, in conclusion, like I said, I'm not going to keep y'all long. I'm almost done already. If Rashid was here, of course, we'll discuss this issue. And I will play devil's advocate in her response. So, I was asked, hold on a second here. Brother Craig, are you listening to this broadcast? Because I sent you a link to Facebook. Yeah, I sent the link to Facebook already. Let me see. I'll do it again real quick. Hold on, y'all. That's how it is with live TV. Let me send this brother's because I sent it before. We're gonna send it again. All right, Brother Craig, I just sent it again to your Facebook page. Yes, sir. Thank you, Olga. Hopefully, maybe I can get together with those guys tomorrow, because I won't be available Sunday. All right, okay. We back in business. Hopefully that brother would join me before I end this conversation, because it's not going to take long for me to explain the second part of our conversation. I was asked a few weeks ago, who is your teacher? Well, and then they did not like that I sort of ignored John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben, Ivan Sertima, you know, these historians or whatever. these great teachers. I have no problem. Oh, there go the brother. He's in the. You there now, brother Craig?
Just wait just a second.
Okay, yeah, brother Craig is here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I kind of got caught up into something. And
That's all right.
Trying to end that discussion that I was in, but yeah, making sure, because I don't know what's going on, because like when I look you up and stuff, it's not, for some reason it's not showing that you're streaming. I don't know, maybe because you have multiple pages or something, but like when I just look up the Realities Temple, it's not showing. I don't see anything showing that you're live, but when I clicked on the link, it brought me directly here.
Yeah, I noticed that on my other page, because I use my other page to see this page and nothing showed up. I don't know what the deal. This is YouTube. Who knows what the hell these people,
Right. Yeah.
I only have 10 subscribers anyway. They don't even want my 10 subscribers to see me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I touched on I talked about my girl Terry Ellis for a few seconds.
Okay.
And then I talked about Darkism. I talked to Sister Rashida, and if we're still on the air, she might come through.
Okay, that would be nice. Could you post a link like over there in the group chat real quick so I can go to the
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to look again and it's still not showing. So I just want to be able to see like if anybody comments or anything.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what's the deal with this.
I don't know what the deal is either. It's just I don't know. Some of these channels look like they don't look like they don't have any problems at all.
Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. Some of these channels like they. Okay. Well, that's from your side. I thought it was me at first.
What happened?
You're hearing that in the other, when you do another tab, you have to put it on pause so you can't so you don't hear that background.
Yeah, I'll put it on mute.